This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we'll try to finish off the NumPy stuff, and then we'll move on to the pandas. Okay, so the next function I'm going to look at is concatenate. So what is generally concatenation means? Concatenation means joining. Okay, so what is concatenation? Concatenation means joining. Okay, so concatenation means what? Joining. So whenever you are talking about concatenation, it is nothing but joining. Okay, so it is nothing but joining. Okay, so let me numpy part 3. Okay, so numpy functions, I'll write. So numpy functions. So what we are looking at now? So we are looking at how to deal with concatenation. Okay, so concatenation. So whenever I'm talking about concatenation, so if you just read this, what it will tell you? So concatenation refers to joining. Okay, so it refers to joining. So what this function will do? It will join two or more arrays of the same shape along a specified axis. So if you are giving axis also, it will take. So what we can give in axis actually, we can give either 0 or 1. Okay, so 0 means you know how it goes. Okay, so if you remember yesterday when you said 0, okay, so when you said 0 here, so when you said array I mean axis 0, what it did? So when you said axis 0, so what it did? Okay, I think I did not give the array. Okay, so once again we'll just discuss that, and then we will talk about. So like this is the array. Okay, so this is the array. Once again, it is worth talking about the arrays. I mean, worth talking about the axis rather. So let me say. So this is my two-dimensional array. So when you run this, what you're going to get? So you are going to get the array. What is the array now? Array is going to be this one. Okay, so array is going to be this one. So when I am talking about this array, so what array I got here? I got the array with how many rows? How many rows? Two rows. Okay, so this how can you look at it? You can look at it like 0 and 1. Okay, so two rows and three columns. Okay, so like say 1 3 5 and 2 4 6. Okay, so 1 3 5 and 2 4 6. So now if you are not using any access, now for example if I am saying something like np dot sorry x dot sum. If I say x dot sum, what will happen? It will give you 21. So it will give you 21. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, okay, so why it is giving you 21 here? It is giving you 21 because it is adding all the elements. It is adding all the elements. So 1 plus 3 plus 5. So 1 plus 3 plus 5, how much? So sum means what it will do? It will say 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6. So 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 2 11, 11 plus 4 15, 15 plus 6 21. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, now I am saying axis 0, direction along the rows. Along the rows means, so this is row 1, this is, I mean, row 0, and this is row 1. So direction is along the rows. Direction is along the rows. Axis 0 is called the first axis, as you can. Okay, see, this 0 is like x axis, y axis, you remember? X axis, y axis. So first axis and the second axis. 0 runs vertically downward. Vertically downward. So what it will do? It will do 1 plus 2. Okay. It will do. So axis is equal to 0. Axis is equal to 0. What it will do? 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. Okay, 5 plus 6, 5 plus 6, 11. So 5 plus 6 is 11. So this is the answer. Yes. Okay. So sum of the vertically downward. Okay. So vertically downward. Fine. Next. So it will do column wise operation. So 0 will do vertical and column wise operation. 1 will do horizontal and row wise operation. Okay. So now if you see axis is equal to 1, it is called the second axis of the multidimensional array. Axis 1 sums horizontally. So if you are saying axis 1, so what it will do? It will do 1 plus 3 plus 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 how much? 9. Okay. So 2 plus 4 plus 6 how much? 12. Okay. So like this, you can look at the numpy axis direction. So is that clear now? Yes or no? So this is how we generally go for the numpy axis direction. Yes or no? Numpy axis direction means, so this is the way that you are going to get the things. Is that clear? Yes. So this is the way that we are going to take up the things into consideration. Okay. So this one again I want to put it over here once again so that you can have some idea. Okay. Again. So in today's session I want to put that also. Okay. Now why we are talking about axis again is, here, concatenation also takes place with the help of the axis. Okay, so first let us create two arrays. Okay, so first let us create two arrays. So without wasting much time, we have already arrays. So we will go along with them. Now this is the first array, A, and this is the second array. Okay. So now let me go for both the things. Okay, so let me go for both the things. So as usual, you have to import numpy. So without importing, can you do the process? No. Import numpy as np. Okay, now I'm creating an array. What is this array? This array is a 2 by 2 array. What is this array? 2 by 2 array. Okay, so 2 by 2 array. Now concatenation should happen with the same type of elements. Okay, I mean same dimension of elements. So now I will say A. Okay, so now I will create B. So what is B now? B is having 5, 6, 7, 8. B is having 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I will print the B value. Okay, I'll print the B value here, and I will go for, okay, both the arrays must have the same dimension. Now if you can see, I am printing concatenated results. What I'm printing here? I'm printing the concatenated results. Okay, so I'm printing the concatenated results. So if you observe here, we are not giving any access or anything. Okay, so I'll also run A and B. Fine. So now if you see, what is concatenation doing? What is concatenation doing? Automatically it is taking up the 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is combining that 5, 6, 7, 8. So generally these are two different arrays, isn't it? A is this and B is going to be this. Okay. So what we are saying, you do the operation. Okay, you do the operation something like concatenate. So what does concatenate do? So actually it is doing concatenation as axis is equal to 0. Okay, so okay, print. So print cannot use it, right? Okay, so here I will try it. Okay, so now what happens here? Same as axis is equal to 0 means, what is the meaning here? By default, the concatenation will take axis 0. Axis 0. Here you did not give axis 0, but the result is the same. Here you gave axis 0, the result is the same. Yes. Okay. Now let's see what happens when you take axis is equal to 1. If you are taking axis is equal to 1, so you are going for concatenating along axis is equal to 1 means what? Horizontal or vertical? Horizontal, no? Yes or no? So that is why it is combining horizontally. So previous one combining vertically. It is as simple as that. To easily understand, you can work with this. Yes. So this is how we can deal with the concatenation. So concatenation of the what? Concatenation of the, okay, so concatenation of what? Of two arrays. Yes. Okay. Now let's go for other things. We have something like stack. Okay, something like stack. Okay, so whenever you're talking about stack, it is something similar to concatenate. Okay, so joins along the new axis. Okay, let's uh, take this. So what is the next function? Stack. So next function is going to be stack function. So what a stack function is going to do? So we don't require all these things. Okay. So stack, you put the two stacks. You put the two stacks. What are the two stacks? Like just now we did not concatenate in the same way. Now let's go for the same thing. A and B. Okay. So A and B I will go for, and we will say stack. We'll say stack. So what we will say now? Np dot stack. Np dot stack of a comma b. Stack of a comma b. So you are stacking. You are stacking. So generally, what is stack? Generally, that is the removal. But if you observe here, what it has become? Okay. Otherwise, I will say stack array is equal to, okay, and I will print SA. Now I want to know, okay, so I want to know what exactly this size is. So how to know the size or dimension? I will say ndim. Okay, I'll say ndim. So what has given you? Three dimensions. It has given you three dimensions. Three dimensions means it has become a three-dimensional array. It has become a three-dimensional array. So stack made the combination into a three-dimension. Into a three-dimension. So means it made the two arrays as array one and array two. Array one and array two. Yes or no? Array one and array two. Okay. So what exactly you are looking at here? You are saying SA dot shape. Okay, say dot shape. So what is the shape? 2 by 2 by 2. Why is that 2 by 2 by 2? Why is that 2 by 2 by 2? Why it has become 2 by 2 by 2? Because stack will make the arrays arrays join. So here combine will not use. Combine word we will not use, because combine will give you concatenation. But here what is happening here? It is so first one is 1 2 3 4, right? First one is 1 2 3 4. So what about the second one? 5 6 7 8. Okay. Now if you look at here, stack of a comma b. So this is 0 and this is 1. This is 0 1. So this is 0 1. So this is 0 1, and this is 0 1, obviously. Now, what is stack is doing? Stack is combining these two, joining these two, and making a 3D array, Yes or no? So this is first array and this is second array. So both are getting joined. Both are getting joined. So this is axis is equal to 0 or axis is equal to 1. This is axis is equal to 0, isn't it? Axis is equal to 0. Okay. Now let's try with SA dot, oh sorry, uh, SA, something like static. Okay, so SA1 I'll say SA1 I will say SA1 is equal to, I'll say NP dot, what's the name of the method? Stack A comma B, A comma B. Okay, so I will say A comma B, but axis is equal to 1. Axis is equal to 1. Okay, now let me say SA1. Now what happened to SA1? If you observe, it also has become 3D. But if you observe here, okay, so what was the previous one like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now if you say axis is equal to 1, you see a small variation. What is that variation? I tell you. Exactly. So you are giving axis is equal to 1. Axis is equal to 1. Okay. Now what is my base arrays? My base arrays are 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what I told, axis is equal to 1. So what happened is the result has become, it has to join by axis is equal to 1. So what it has done is it has taken the first row, okay, and again it has taken the first row and combined that. Yes. So okay, so this 0 and 0 got combined here. Yes, got joined like that because we said axis is equal to 1, no? So row axis. Okay, right. Next. Sir, instead of 6, you write 4. Sorry? Instead of 6, you have written 4, sir. There. 1, 2, 5, 6. Resultant. Yeah, 5, 6. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, now what happened here? 0, 1. So 0, 1 in the sense, what happened? It has made it into, so first one here and one here, 7, like this. So this is by axis is equal to 1. Axis is equal to 1. Is that clear? So in that way, we use the stack. Use a stack, and in the same way, you have the horizontal stack. So what does horizontal stack will do? Horizontal stack will do something like this. Okay. So anyhow, we will write. So next is H stack. What does H stack say? H stack will say that I will do a horizontal stacking of the elements. What I will do? I will do the horizontal stacking of the elements. Okay. So what is that horizontal stacking? We will understand. Okay. So now same thing. I have A and B. So what is A array and what is B array? So A array is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and B array is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine. Right? Stack you understood now? Now we are going for horizontal stack. Okay. So horizontal stack is equal to np dot, okay, h stack, h stack. So you say don't try to put any axis over here. Uh, okay. So hs. So we will say hs. So what is hs now? Hs is not making a 3D array, but it is combining. It is combining by horizontal, in horizontal, combining in horizontal. Okay, right. So next we will have something like v stack. Okay, so v stack. So what a v stack will do? So v stack will combine vertically. V stack will combine vertically. Okay, so we'll see how it does. Similar to stack only, but some small differences. Okay. Now Vs is equal to np dot v stack. Np dot v stack, same a comma b, and then I'll say Vs. Now tell me what happened. Is it something similar to concatenate directly or not? Yes, V stack is similar to concatenate, of course. Okay, so in this way, you are looking at the combining of the stack, combining of the arrays, combining of the arrays. Yes, clear? Okay, so this is the way that you are combining the arrays. Okay, so we stack, right? Okay, now we will see how to split. How to split. So we are going to split now. So what is splitting? So splitting is nothing but splitting of the array, splitting of the array. So we are splitting, so split array. So what it will do, it will split into I'm sorry, it will split into sub arrays basically. Okay, we'll take the example. Okay, now tell me what happens with this. Okay, let me put everything. Okay, and then we'll run each and everything. Okay, right. So now arrange. So what happens when I say arrange? What will be a here? Go one by one. So it will be okay. Otherwise, I'll just change the values. I will say 11 to 20. Okay, so 11 to 20. So total, okay. So 11 to 21. Okay, so I want 10 values. So 11 to 21 means what I got here? I got array. Okay. Now split the array into three equal sizes. Split the array into three equal sizes. So here three equal sizes. So now I want to split that array into three equal sizes, right? So now what I will say? I will say okay. So printing of B. Okay. So how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 elements are there. Okay. So we'll make it 20. 20 would be better. 20 means you will get 19 only, right? Okay. So, right. You'll get 19. Now I am splitting. Now you can see how many arrays came here. First array, second array, and a third array. Why, sir? Because we made a 9 size array into three parts. Okay. Now same thing, splitting the array into three equal size subarrays. Okay, so this we will take off. Okay, split the array at positions, at a positions, at a position. Now, for example, I am saying, okay, okay, I'll take something like array positions. Okay, so here also I'll say array positions. So simply I will split 4 comma 7. Okay, so now what we observe here, so we splitted, okay, so we splitted the array. Now 4 comma 7. So what we are saying? We are saying 4 comma 7. Now for example, if I am saying, okay, let's say if I say 3 comma 7. So what it says? The first division will be 3. The first division will be 3. Okay. So now second division will be, okay, so here, hmm. So what it exactly is doing? It is making, first will be 3. Okay, so second one, it is trying to take, okay, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, so 3 comma 7. So array at positions, positions include. So now what is the, okay, first of all we need to look at this. Yeah, so this would be better, then we'll understand better. Okay, now this is the original array. So what we are saying, split 3. So first 3, then okay, so it is asking you go for maximum 7, but I cannot go for 7, no. So I have only 6. So what I'll do, I will take the next value. What is that? 4. So I'm taking 4. How many are left over? 2 are left over. Like this. Getting my point? So that way you are going to split basically. Okay. Right. So this way that we are going to split the data and horizontal split and all. So you can understand easily. So resize. So generally resizing means what? So we can resize. So resizing and reshaping. Okay. So resizing and reshaping. So we already know okay. So the split example will take. So this is splitting. We are taking a split example. Okay. And finally we are going into the resize. Okay, so what is resize telling you? Resize is telling you that I will resize the given array. Okay, how it does? Okay, so if the new size is greater than the original, the repeated copies of the entries of the, okay, anyhow we'll look at one example which will make the things easy. Okay, so we'll go for the example. Okay, next, uh, generally what we observe here. Okay, we'll go one by one. So what is my original array? My original array is going to be something like reshape only. So we'll just try and understand the difference. So what is the first one? Print of A. So what is print of A? What does it give? It gives you a array, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What is the shape of the first array? The shape of the first array is going to be obviously 2 by 3 or 3 by 2. 2 by 3, no? So it is 2 by 3. Shape is 2 by 3. Okay. Then what we are saying, resize the resize the A into 3 by 2 and store it in B, because this will give a copy. This will give a copy. This will give a copy. Okay. Why I am saying copy? Because now see what is B here. B is going to be this. Now after operation, if you look at A, so A is still the same. A is still the same or not? So A, did A change? No. So the A will not be changing. So what is the shape of B? Shape of B, 3 by 2, isn't it? 3 by, so 3 by 2. Shape of B is what? 3 by 2. So we have resized it or not? Yes or no? We have resized it. Okay, super. Now shape of the second array and all not required. Okay, so because we did that there. Okay. Now, what we are doing, we are trying to resize the second array. So total how many elements are there? Total how many elements are there? Total how many elements are there here? Okay. Now let's see. Okay. In reshape, what I told you, you cannot increase the number of elements. I told you or not. But here, if you observe, so now 3 by 3. So now B is changed to 3 by 3 or not? So what is B actually? B is, so B was rather, okay, let me write once again. So this is A, okay. So A is this, fine. So what is the shape of the A? 2 by 3, very good. Now what is B now? B is this because we reshaped and stored it in, we reshaped A and stored it in B, okay. Now what is the shape of B? Shape of B is 3 by 2. Okay. Now, how B is looking like this? Now, what is A actually? A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, now what I'll do is, instead of writing into B, I will take something like C. Okay. Now, what is happening here? NP dot resize A 3 by 3. 3 by 3. So what exactly is happening? We will try and understand. Okay. So here, let me go for the explanation of it. Okay. Now try to understand. What is A? A is going to be how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this? 2 by 3. 2 by 3, right? Okay, super. Next, resize A into 3 by 2. Resize A into 3 by 2. Means what will happen? 1, 2, splitting. 3, 4, and 5, 6. 0, 1, 2. And we are storing this in B. Yes or no? And A will remain the same. A will not change. We are making a resize and storing it in B. A will not change. A will not be affected. So here I'll write that point. Note. So I'll make a small note here. So what is the note I will make? A will not be changed. A will not be changed after resize. After resize. As resize just creates a copy. Just creates a copy. Always remember. Okay. Now what is A for you? A is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes or no? Okay. Now what you are saying? You resize this to 3 by 3, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. You resize this to how much? 3 by 3. So we are asking this. What is this formula? So you resize this into 3 by 3. Now reshape, not possible. But here, what do you observe? 1, 2, 3 is there, 4, 5, 6 is there. As we require a new one, as we require a new, what do you call? New array with 3 by 3, new array with 3 by 3. I will repeat the first row again. I'll repeat the first row again. Is my point clear? Now, if I am asking 3 by 4, okay, so if I'm asking 3 by 4, so it will increase the column. It will increase the column. Again, 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 5, that we will get. Okay, so in that way, we can go for the resize. Is that clear? Okay. Next, we will go for something like append. So what does append do? Append will add a value at the end of the input array. At the end of the input array. Okay. Oh. At the end of which array? At the end of the input array. Let's understand this. Now, so this operation is not in place. Not in place in the sense it will not be directly affected. It will not be directly affected. Again, a new array will be allocated. Okay. So all the dimensions of the input array must match. Must match. Otherwise, again there would be error. Okay. So that's what the things. Now let's understand them by this. Okay. Okay. Now let's go for append. So what is the array now? Array A is going to be hmm, array A is going to be how much? Array A is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now what we are doing? We are appending. We are appending. So what we are appending? We are appending 7, 8, 9. We are appending 7, 8, 9. As we are appending 7, 8, 9, what we observe here is, okay, appending means what it will do? Adding at the end. Adding at the end. So what it will do? It will add the elements. Okay, so now what you observed here, so it has converted into a single dimensional. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 you get added, so you get added. So this is without access, without access. So now we will try to do with access. Okay, so this is without access means everything will be in one thing. So now we are appending along the axis 0. Axis 0 means which operation? Vertical operation or horizontal operation? Vertical operation. So vertical operation means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. So vertical row got added. Okay. Then we go for, okay, append 555. Okay, 1 second. So I will write like this. Now tell me what happened. So it has added 555 and 789 in the axis 1. Axis 1 means horizontal. Okay. So this is how you look at the append. You look at the append. So these are the things which are the numpy functions. Numpy functions. So as I told you, there are hundreds of numpy functions. Hundreds. Okay. So but we are looking at very few and very important functions. Okay, so if at all they are useful for you later, I'll tell you this function does this function does this. Okay, so that's it for this session. So we will start pandas. Okay, so pandas in our next session. Okay, thank you. So we'll meet in our Monday session. Okay, okay, thank you.